Hello and welcome back. It is 6:30 on the 18th of April, 1809, and with morning having come, I figure it was time to talk a little bit about what each of our little parts of the battle had decided to do, and how some of the fighting went on, especially since we've now had one full battle phase from 0430 to 630. So let's start down here. This, of course, is the fight around Munich. It's been going on for really much of the past couple days. Here we have Marshal Oudinot, who is faced off against General Kienmeyer and General Liechtenstein. Actually, Kienmeyer and Liechtenstein. Kienmeyer has decided that he's going to try to march this division over here and down this road, hoping to get on the flank of Oudinot's forces. Over here, we have General Liechtenstein, who's trying to make his way and push these forces backwards. But they're withdrawing. Oudinot knows he's outmatched qualitatively and almost quantitatively by the troops before him. His goal is to try to get out of here and to make his way up and this way. The problem is these fellows are coming this way. So this is going to end in a fight, as it often does. This doesn't diminish the fact that they've managed to take and hold Munich and are likely to still do that. So this is going well for the Austrians. Let's check out another area. There are two fights here at Landshut, as I think you know, if you've been following along with the story. The first one is this one. This is the fight where, for the past 2 days, the forces here of General Louis, who's still really right about there, have been pushing across this bridge over to Landshut and trying to displace the forces of Marshal Lefebvre. They are worn down. This division right here, that of de Reda, is ready to break. De Roy's division here is in better shape, but they won't last long unless they get some sort of relief. Making matters worse, this division right here has come in all the way from this pontoon bridge right there over the Isar, and they are making their way down along with this other Austrian division. They will be eligible to enter the line in the next fight. However, things are not all rosy for our friends the Austrians. Remember these black boxes are fight boxes? Well, let's go have a look up here. Here's that fight. As you can see, everybody except the division of Saint-Julien right here left. We had the left side, the center, and the right, all of which belonged to the French. Saint-Julien's division has shattered and will begin fleeing. This division here, that's Cavalerie Bavaroise, the troops of Marshal Lefebvre, who he sent over to help Marshal Davout try to break this logjam. The question now is, what will Marshal Davout do? Because General Rosenberg has cannily gotten this division, and this division on their way over the bridge and out of trouble. This division, however, has only started to cross. If you remember over here again, this is the division that'll have to leave. They're not going to be able to put up any kind of a fight. It'll be what we call a push-push, where they will get nibbled away. The problem is, if Marshal Davout pursues in strength, those men are going to try to push past these cavalry crossing the bridge, and we're going to have a real live mess, especially for the cavalry units. So we'll see how this all shapes up, but this is a critical moment for the fight at Landshut. Here things are quieter. As you can see, we've finally unstuck this a little bit. The Emperor Charles, still co-located with General Colerath, has begun the march here to Ratisbon. He's got all these fellows stuck behind. He sent a fair number of messages over here to General Bellegarde, who still hasn't responded. And, of course, General Hiller is sitting here waiting, because, let's face it, that's all he can do, given the amount of men that are jammed up behind. Just to remind all these yellow cubes, these are messages flowing back and forth from the different forces to the other forces. Some are going to Charles, some are going away to Charles. It varies. So, as we put a wrap to 0630 on the 18th of April. Oh, how could I forget? Forgive me. Over here we have the arrivals. Up here at the top, there they are. That, right there, that blue flag, is Marshal Van Dam. He's actually on this side, over at Ingolstadt. He has crossed over. This is his lead element. They have come on. This is how long they are. So the rest of his troops will be coming on shortly. They are intending to march to here. Why that's interesting is because sooner or later, these French, particularly these, but also these, are in desperate need of what he's able to bring. They need to pull themselves together before being shattered piecemeal by the Austrians. In addition, we have the troops of we also have the troops of Marshal Massena, who's right here. He's coming on and marching to Pfaffenhofen. Now, frankly, just a note at this point in the game, I've contacted him. I haven't heard from him. He has said, however, he'll have me a turn tonight. So we'll find out exactly how he's choosing to march. So now we have Van Dam marching here. We have Massena marching here. So they're sort of making their way parallel in a cautious way that's prudent, that makes sense, because they don't quite know what to do. And they also haven't heard from the man himself, Napoleon, who will arrive in one more day right here in the company of Marshal Lannes. So, with all that in mind, this one is really still up in the air, and we'll have to see where they decide to take it. Thanks for sticking around this long, and we'll see you the next time.